This mommy could be excused. She's had her eyes on bigger game, clothes to set her feet a-dancing, because everything in this store sells for under 20 bucks. The name of the place could well be I Like It Like That, but it's actually Susie's Deals, and it's not just in this mall, but 80 other locations now throughout the Sunbelt states.
You've heard it before. Know what you're good at. Find a niche and hammer your way in. These folks did. Got their feet wet at swap meets and took off from there. Not too shabby to go from nickels and dimes to better than $50 million a year.
You want to make a small fortune? Start with a big fortune, so the joke goes, and go into the rag trade. The Valley of Dry Bones is littered with belly-up companies who did just that. So maybe starting your small business at a swap meet isn't such a bad idea. Worked like a charm for Susie.
Well, because we grew in a small pace, and we grew nice and soundly, and we developed into one store and then into a few more stores as we could handle it. And to us, it was the right way to grow.
And what's her market niche?
Our market is from the age of like 16 to 24 years old. Primarily young, junior, the type of girl that goes out and buys today for tonight. The gal that buys yesterday and today, that's buying for Friday night football game or Saturday night evening. And that is our customer, and someone who is looking for style at the right price.
Well, it's stylish clothes and it's really cheap and good price. And I can relate to that, especially when you go to the stores and see the same clothes for higher prices. So I like shopping here.
Value marketing, shouts Business Week magazine, is the way to sell in the 90s. And that says a lot for Susie's success. But as you might expect, there's a lot more to it behind the scenes. The management team includes her brothers. David oversees merchandising with a hands-on style.
And so I try to relate with the customer to find out what they are actually looking for instead of just reading reports and seeing reports, what's actually selling. I also get the feedback from the customer.
Brother Stephen oversees the growing empire. Could it really be that big, you ask?
Oh, absolutely. And I think we've just hit the tip of the iceberg in this market. People don't like to drive more than 6-7 miles away from their home to shop. And we have not even covered the LA area as heavy as we should cover it. And we hope to go completely to all the Sunbelt states before we're through. We'd like to go all the way to Florida.
The more stores, the greater the clout they have to get the better deals to pass on to their growing customer base. And having increased their warehouse efficiency recently by 40% with automation, you might say Susie's Deals is getting shapelier with each passing year. In Los Angeles, Bruce Page, First Business.